Yo, what's up? Let's do this. Yo, ready to whip some ass? Let's go. get the get the beating ready. All right. So we're only six people right now. Seven. Um, we're gonna start Saturday Night Gender Fight once we get enough people. It's say 20. All right. Until then, just ask whatever questions you have, guys. Okay. Whatever you want to know, whatever you're curious about, whatever you want to you know cover. I'm ready. So, like I said, Saturday night gender fight means that we're gonna roast, like not me, I'm the judge, all right, but you guys are gonna roast the shit out of each other, all right. And I want you to be, I want you to pull some punches for real. I mean, don't hold back. Is what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna start this Saturday night gender fight at once we got above 20 people. Saturday night gender fight with Frank White. Exactly. Yeah. So we're gonna start doing this at once we hit 20 people. Okay. So um until then, if you got any questions, let me know. Hey boss, white shirt looking crisp. Question about having multiple relations. I'm assuming you wanted to say relationships with women. How do you do do you explain to your new woman how it works with you or your mystery man until they're in? Well, first of all, mm, okay, multiple women or relationships with multiple women require um, a certain caliber of man. Okay, so don't look. The majority of men throughout history have not procreated. Okay, pretty much all women. I think 98% of all women throughout history have procreated, but only a minority of men have been able to procreate. Now, what does that tell us? It tells us that most men in nature, if things are actually like going due to nature, most men are not supposed to procreate, which means that the competition among men is much higher. Which means if you become an exceptional man, you will have pretty much automatically access to more than one sexual partner, which is not the reality for most men. I think this is what women don't understand. I think most women think sex to men is the same as sex is for women. It's not. As a woman, it literally does not matter how ugly you are. You can be nasty. You can be like the worst woman is going to find some chump that's going to want to have sex with her. Okay, it's not the same for men. Most men are have live in scarcity when it comes to sex. Yeah, absolutely. The most men live in scarcity when it comes to sex. With men, the distribution is much different. So very few men get multiple women. Okay. So first of all, if you want to have multiple women, you got to be a man that's deserving of that. Okay, because not all listen. If you're, let's say, a standard guy, a normal guy, you're lucky if you get one woman, and you're lucky if that woman is submissive and obedient to you at that point. Okay. Most likely she's not going to do that. Just look at most relationships. In most relationships, you will find the woman taking over at one point. She's going to take over. She's got the command. She's like in control of the guy, and she can do that because the guy is not strong enough. He's low value, and she knows that deep down. She knows it, and she's probably cheating on him too. All right. So, um, so you got to become an exceptional man in order to be able to attract multiple women and for them to tolerate that. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to do. You got to be an exceptional man. So my tip for you is, my friend, first of all, get to a level where that is actually realistic. If you're just an average guy, this is not realistic. It's not realistic to have multiple women. What do I mean by exceptional? You got to be exceptionally successful. You got to be exceptionally smart. You got to be exceptional all across the board. And then you're naturally going to attract multiple women, and they're going to take it because they know they can't do better, or it's super hard to replace you. And at that point, they will tolerate that. Unless you have those qualities, you will not have multiple women. That's a fantasy at that point. Okay. Because if you're easy to replace, she will replace you. If you're not easy to replace, and then you deserve multiple women. You got to listen. You got to deserve everything that you have in life has to be deserved, and you got to deserve it by being exceptional. So think about what I believe. I believe I'm the type of man that deserves multiple women. Why? I can solve all of their problems. Okay. I solve their problems. I can take care of them financially. I can take care of multiple women financially. I can satisfy them sexually. More important than both of those things, I can actually guide them in life. I can guide them emotionally and mentally. I can be their guide. If a woman is with me, if a woman gets with me, she literally has no problems anymore. So her life improves. Now, of course, she will always create problems because that's a woman. Women create problems. It's just what they do. But I can handle that. So if a woman gets with me, she's taken care of all around. And I can provide that even if it's multiple women. I can do that for more than one woman. So I deserve multiple women because I can do all of that. I can just satisfy them sexually. I can satisfy them mentally, emotionally. I can give them guidance. I can give them security, safety. That's the most important thing. And a woman needs to feel secure and safe with you because she's with you. So when you can provide all of those things, then you deserve them. And then the universe is going to give you what you deserve. If you don't have those things, you don't deserve them. And you cannot have or hold on to what you don't deserve. That's what you have to understand. You can't fake your way through life. Believe me. So the easiest way to make that happen is you do that. And then how do you asked, how do you introduce that topic? You just got to be, well, maybe not on the first date and all that stuff, but you got to introduce the topic in a way where it makes sense, and you got to guide her towards it. Okay, but like depending on who you are and how you carry yourself and all that stuff, she's gonna know that you're talking to other women. She's gonna know that. And at one point, once it gets like serious, you got to have clear rules. It's like basically, listen, I have multiple relationships or I have multiple girlfriends or whatever. The status has to be clear. She has to know exactly where she is. Okay, she has to know exactly where she is because what she's afraid of is basically somebody else taking her spot. She's got to believe that she is number one with you. And each one of those women that you're with has to have a special status with you that nobody else can take. That's the most important thing. Okay, they don't care as much about sex as us. For us, it's the nightmare is another man having sex with her. So women, it's not necessarily the sex; it's more about the emotional component. It's like, is he in love with her? Does he love her? So you gotta explain to them in a way that makes sense why she is special to you, why she makes sense, why she has a certain place in your life, and why she matters and why she's important. Women don't love themselves. You have to understand that. Okay, women have very little self-love. They're self-loathing for the most part. If you could step into the mind of a woman, for the most part, you would have self-loathing going on. They're much worse than us when it comes to that. Women are so insecure. It's ridiculous. I promise you. Women are really, really insecure. So you have to give her the feeling of security. Yeah. You gotta make her believe that she's worthy of love. Because most women don't believe that they're worthy of love. Do you understand that? They don't love themselves. And that is a fact. I promise you. So it's not easy, man. It takes a lot of skill, you know? It's like a lot of guys talk about having a harem of women and stuff like that. Do you know the amounts of money that it takes to do that? Do you know the amounts of skills and game and understanding female psychology that it takes to do that? Super hard. You have to be a very, very high level man to do that. Okay. But if you can pull it off, that's great. If you can pull all of those things off that I mentioned, then you can start with one and add another in the mix and then see how that goes because that will increase your the problems exponentially. It's not just one more woman. It's like your the problems are going to increase exponentially. You see, it's a lot. So it's literally only high level men that can pull it off. Very high level men. Okay. And what is a high level man? All of it boils down. Like, let's break it down. What is a high level man? A high level man is a man that can solve problems at a very high level. Because all of those things that we're talking about, money, you know, everything, all of that is just problem solving. So if you have problem solving skills at a high level, you will be a high level man. So my question to you is, where are your problem solving skills? You see, what are solving skills? It's number one, you need intelligence, and number two, you need emotional qualities, emotional strength, and intelligence. Those are the two factors. When you got those, you can pull off anything. Everything else comes from that. Hopefully, you have your health, of course. Health is also important. But that's assumed. All right. What's up, boss? I'm ready. Call me the Undertaker because I'm ready to put these men 6 feet under. All right. Yeah, we're gonna start with that shit at around 20 people. I already am with 3 women. 2 are in. One doesn't want to hear about others. Good. Okay. Good for you. The women on my 600-pound life always have boyfriends and husbands. Yeah. It's also time consuming. I follow the mantra of you create your own reality, as you say. Okay. Exactly what you're saying. That's my mantra and view of myself. Thank you. All right. A bad bitch is expensive. Bad bitch is expensive. All right. It's been 10 years I've been into game, but still have a lot to learn on this topic. Thank you for this broad explanation, dear sir. Okay, good. Dan Blazarian is Hugh Hefner. Don't like Dan Blazarian, a fraud and a trickster. What do I think about those guys? I don't know. I'm a little bit jealous of Dan Blazarian, that's for sure. Like, wouldn't you want to live a life like that? I mean, that's definitely something that I would love to experience all the time. Now, my life path is different. Um, I'm on a different life path, but I'm sure he doesn't live the worst life. I mean, there are worse things, worse ways to experience living in this world, right? I don't know what to think about him. I guess he's got a good life. Hey, you Hefner too. I mean, he did what he wanted to do. Kudos to him. All right. Don't like Dan Blazarian. He's a fraud and a trickster. Okay. Um, might be, might be. I don't know enough of that guy. Mm. So yeah, multiple women, dude. You could pull it off better than Dan Blazarian, but it is not worth it. Look, I'm doing well financially, but I don't know if I'm at Dan Blazarian's level when it comes to when it comes to the money. Okay, but here's my thought on that. Okay, so here's what I'm going to create for myself. So if your life consists of your relationships and you're focused on that, and your entire life is that, I'm sure you can have 5, 10, whatever, I don't know, 12 serious relationships, maybe, you know. But for me, that's not going to work because I got many other things to do. I got many other things to do. So for what I'm creating is essentially the following thing. I'm going to have one main chick, one main woman, and then some friends with benefits where the responsibility is not that great. Okay, so that is what I'm creating for me right now, and then I'm experimenting with different approaches, but I'm certainly not going to have the time or the energy to have, you know, serious relationships with 5 different women. You know, I that's not my life. You know, it's not what my life is about. My life is about something else. I have a different purpose, a different mission. You know, and yeah, so and it's super hard. Look, I mean, for that main chick that I want to be with, or a main woman that I want to be with, bro. Like the challenges for a woman are so hard. Do you know how hard it is for a woman to keep up with me? It's literally like it's like 1 in a billion or whatever, you know. So or one in a, it's extremely rare to find a woman that can keep up with me. You know, obviously they can't. It's like most women really literally don't have what it takes to be with me. You see, so um it's hard. Okay, exactly. There are far better goals than chicks, although it's very comfortable. Okay. Where's the men's socialist army at? That's why. That's the way to go. I think one wife and several special girlfriends. Yeah, but except for me, I'm not getting married ever. It makes no sense to get married. Frank, so if you got a friends with benefits, what's your take when she dates other men? I don't like it. Should we allow her, or while she's with you, that's a no-no. Nah. No, no. Shouldn't date other men. Shouldn't date other men when she's with me. I have exactly what you say, a submissive and lovely woman who allows me to date other girls. So glad I have her. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah. um, well, obviously, I can only speak in generalizations, right? Because if we're going like everyone's like an individual, right? But yeah, we can only speak in generalization. So generally speaking, those friends with benefits will fall in love with you too. Okay? It's like if they're not complete hoes, they're not complete whores. They're gonna fall in love with you too, and they're gonna be like orbiters that will compete with your main chick to become your main woman. Women are very competitive, and they constantly try to outcompete each other, especially if they're interested in a man. Okay, now that of course serves two purposes. Number one, now I have competition anxiety. The same. Well, look, we need to feel jealousy. They need to feel competition anxiety. Okay, competition anxiety means um, she's competing for one man. Okay, it's enough for a woman to find you attractive if another woman wants you. That's enough to make a woman interested in you. If another woman wants you, so they're competing. Now she's interested in you. So you can't just be with one woman and never talk to another woman and think that she's going to stay attracted to you. That's not going to happen. She has to know that other women want you, right? You so if you have one main chick and some friends with benefits, it creates competition anxiety because she's now okay. Are these other women like does he love them? Blah 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 blah. You know. So she will be kept in line like that. All right. So she's gonna keep like she's gonna keep admiring you and and be with you, right? And then you got a bunch of friends with benefits, and they will, if you do it right, they will fall in love with you, and then they will compete for you. Okay. And who knows, maybe you will replace the main one, you know? Who knows? But you got to do this very strategically. Everything in life, if you're intelligent, you got to do it with a strategy, you see? So you need a funnel, you need a rotation, you need to strategically create that funnel so that constantly new women come into your life. Your social life, most people live their social life on like on autopilot. They just wait for things to happen, bro. You need a funnel, you need a certain system on how you bring women into your life, you know how you qualify the right ones, and how to bring them into your life. You see what I mean? And you have to have a consistent supply of women, so to speak, supply of women. And that's how you live your life. You see what I mean? That's an area of life that you have to handle, bro. And I'm going to teach you that stuff, by the way, guys. I'm going to teach you how to do that. You need to handle your relationship life. As a man, you need a consistent and constant flow of new females into your life. There are about seven, I don't know how many women, there are billions of women out there. You don't need that many. You don't even need like like how many women do you really want to have sex with in your life? Come on. Like, are you going to listen, I get it. At a certain age, you're like, okay, I want to be with as many women as. That's kind of like an empty goal. You want quality over quantity, for sure. Okay, quality over quantity. I would much rather have very few quality women than just another one after another hoe. Meaningless sex. I don't want meaningless sex. I want a quality relationship. All right. But in order to maintain and have a quality relationship, you need a constant supply. And how many? You don't need that many women in order to have a constant supply of females. The problem is if you live in scarcity in one aspect of your life, that's when the trouble starts. So you have to create a system that constantly and consistently supplies you with females and female attention. So there's always somebody to call, there's always somebody to talk to, there's always, you know, female attention. And then you pick and choose from those. And if some relationship doesn't work out, you just go to the next. You need to do it like that. You see. Um, don't make the mistake of cutting off all other options. It's a mistake. Um, I don't want to be rude. However, I'd like to do a testimonial about you. Last year, you did a reading on a girl. Last year, she views you as a friend. I've been seeing her romantically. Thank you. Okay. So that changed. Okay. Maybe she viewed you as a friend at that time and things changed. Yeah, exactly. She views you as a friend, and then she became romantically interested in you. That's not rude. It's okay. Frank, do you honestly think that learning game is an important scope, because it seems like just having money and being able to do the things you said is really the only qualities you need to get girls, to get a girl's skill, to get her. That's not true. There are a lot of guys with money that have no woman at all. They don't get women. So in order to get women, you need more than money, unless you want a sugar baby, for sure. Yeah. So no, learning game is important, but look, I mean, it's all about balance. Life is all about balance. You can't spend 24 hours in a gym. You can't spend 24 hours making money. You can't spend 24 hours chasing women. You see what I mean? So you need a balance in your life, because all of those aspects are important. Yeah. Besides that, bro, like a lot of times, if you don't know how to communicate money, or if you don't know how to communicate money, you're going to turn them off, my friend, because there's a provider and there's the lover. Okay, there are guys with zero money that get laid way more than some rich guy, some idiot fresh out of prison that gets more pussy than some guy that is spending his life working his way up the corporate ladder. It's all about how they communicate it in their frame. You see what I mean? So you no, the money ideally is just um what's the word? It's a consequence of how you live your life and what quality of a man you are. You see, if you if you had money or if you inherited money, it doesn't say anything about you as a man. Okay, usually it's even a bad sign. Okay, if you make it yourself, you have you develop qualities. If that makes sense. So the bottom line that I'm trying to say is essentially it's all about it's not just about money. It's not just about game either. Okay. I'm talking about actual relationships here. If you want an actual relationship, you definitely need more than just game. Okay. If you just want to fuck her, if you just want to, like, I'm talking about a real relationship. What is that? Like, do you want to be a parasite? It's about your personal values. Do you have any kind of honor? If you have no honor, it's fine. Okay. Just be a parasite and take from her and go from one to the next and just get a sugar mama here, sugar mama there. But everything is a give and take. Everything in life is a give and take. And you gotta, like I said, you want an extremely high level woman, okay? And that includes more than just looks. You need a woman that has values. You need a woman that is intelligent. You want a woman that is high quality, potentially something that you would consider the mother of your children. If you want a woman like that, you definitely need more than money. And you need money, but you need more than money. You know, you need definitely more than money. You need a certain character. You need certain skills. You need like everything. You need everything in order to get a woman like that. You see? So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about some hoes. I'm not talking about bitches with push-up bras and 5 pounds of makeup on their faces. Okay, those bitch that I don't even consider those women. To me, they're just hoes, hoes. Nothing. They're nothing. Nothing. It's like they don't even know what a woman is. Okay, just like most guys don't know what a man is. All of these hoes don't know what a woman is. They think Cardi B is a woman. Cardi B is a fucking cum dump. That is a whore. A whore. All right. Um, a woman is a good mother. Okay. A woman is a good mother. Something that you could see having your kids and being okay with that. All right. Now, no, some guys don't even care what kind of woman has their babies. Okay. Because they themselves never had a good mother. I get it. Okay. But there's a difference between a woman and a whore, obviously, right? So when I'm talking about relationships, I would never get in a relationship with a whore, obviously. Getting in a relationship with something that is respectable, that's a woman. Something that you would be comfortable with having your children and something that you would be comfortable with raising your daughter. Yeah. That is a woman to me. And that for that you need everything. I would even compromise on looks. Listen, let me tell you something about tens. Tens, women that are tens. First of all, a 10 is gonna usually bring more problems into your life than it's worth it. Okay, because a woman that is a 10 in terms of looks is usually a complete narcissist because the whole world and how else would she like how would she not be a narcissist? Of course she's going to turn out a narcissist. Why? Because the whole world kisses her ass day and night. She doesn't have to do anything. A woman that is literally a 10 in terms of looks is like the whole world belongs to her. She's going to be treated VIP wherever she shows up. I promise you. She's going to be treated better than a man 100% of the time. 100%. And of course, will also be better treated than all women. So she never has to develop certain qualities. Okay. Most of these tens, they're also fucking stupid. I promise you. They're dumb as shit. Why? Because they had to never develop their intellect. Never, because no matter what they say, everybody's like, "Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, yeah, yeah." Because everybody wants to fuck them. You get what I mean? And these tens um, for other men, they're like prestige objects. Okay, so you're gonna compete with all kinds of with these guys that throw money at her all the time. You see what I mean? So a 10 usually brings more problems into your life. Okay. She's going to also turn a lot of friends against you. That will happen. A lot of male friends. Okay, so a 10 is usually not worth it. Plus, she doesn't have the qualities that you would want. Okay, so you can compromise a little bit when it comes to looks, but in return, you get a lot of other qualities. You see what I mean? So that's how it works. You see what I mean? And I mean, tens are super rare, anyways. And for the most part, like you're not even going to be able to talk to them because they have no personality. So um, I've been studying a lot of game, and it doesn't seem to really be helping me. It just confuses me and just drives the point home that I need to be a high value man. Okay. Okay. She's just gonna use you for cash. What confuses you? Can we ask business advice? Of course. Same mindset on women, Frank. So, yeah, a game is needed every now and then, but if the chick doesn't want you after showing higher value, should you just get rid of her? Oh, woman, pronto. Central. Oof, incel. All right, whatever. Okay. Uh, shall we men band? Band together. Seem like the elite of this world don't like to see strong men in groups helping each other move up higher and grow. Yeah, but it's you got to think a level higher, my friend. It's not just about politics or political agendas. It's what really rules the world is non-physical energies, if you will. Okay, non-physical energies, and these non-physical energies then have vessels that act as intermediaries between this non-physical world, the world of energy, and the physical world. Okay, so what you see here in terms of a suppression of masculine energy, um, and feminism and all that stuff, right? That is a political movement and political consequence, but it's a consequence of second order. Okay, what's really going on is an energetic thing. It's an energetic game. It's like an astrological cycle that we're seeing here. That has to do with solar cycles. We discussed the testosterone hypothesis before. The Western world is collapsing. There's a toxic spiritual atmosphere. Anyone who's sensitive to even just slightly spiritually sensitive, there's a toxic energetic atmosphere in all Western countries. I don't know if you like. Hopefully, you notice it. America is definitely it's raw. It's collapsing. The system is collapsing. The country, the energy field that we call the United States, the egregore, is dying. It's collapsing. It's going down. The same with Europe. The same with Europe. Most of Western Europe is also like going down. The best times are over. You see what I mean? And you can feel it in the air. And as a consequence of that, you will have the energy field, the egregore, destroy itself. So what's happening here is things that are supposed to complement each other and work with each other, such as the genders. They're supposed to like there are different genders because if we specialize, we do better. Okay, and we survive better. It's a benefit to a woman if a man is a man. If it's a benefit to a man if a woman's a woman. You see what I mean? But we live in energetic environments that are destroying that. Okay, but it's just and that's not the same all over the world. There are a lot of places all over the world where it's still like it used to be. So I don't think there's anything that you can do to save this. All right. What you're talking about here is happening in the Western world, and there's nothing you can do to change that. Why? Because it's not a political agenda. The political agenda is the result of an energetic change. The time of the time of Western rule, the rule of Europe and America, whatever you want to call that, is over. Yeah? And now the energy and the forces are moving to other places on this planet, mainly to Asia. Asia is a rising continent, and America and Europe are done. Yeah. I mean, it's obvious if you look at it. Yeah. So there's nothing you can do, my friend. The only thing you can do is remove yourself from those places. Yeah, remove yourself from those places. That's the best option if you can. If not, there's nothing you can do. It's gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse. You see, it's just gonna get worse. It's probably gonna be illegal at one point to have a deep voice or something like that. Whatever. Um, sh- we live in a broken society and have let things get out of control. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's mathematically impossible to save the U.S. dollar. Right, the euro is going to collapse. All of those economies are fucked, and it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. It's just going to get worse from now on. I mean, everybody. Maybe people still believe that we're going to go back to the way it was, but the world is like economically, the world was at its best place in 2019. Then COVID hit and all that shit, right? So, but it's never going to go back to where the way it was ever. You know, I mean, if you don't believe me, I mean, just wait out. Just wait it out. Maybe you think that America's going to come back and you can save America and all that stuff. Not going to work. Or make America great again and all that shit. Nah. And I'm not hating on Trump. I'm not hating on America either. Okay, it might sound like that. No, it's just and Europe is the same. It's not gonna. It's not. It's over. It's not gonna come back, and it's downhill from here, man. I'm telling you, Europe is bankrupt too. The European Union. Well, let's look at Germany. Germany's bankrupt too because of all the social programs here that nobody can pay for. You know, like in about 5 years, we're going to have two people having to finance one retired person. Two people, working people, have to finance one retired individual. Like, first of all, how the fuck is that going to work? And on top of that, like there's not even like the healthcare system. You know, everybody talks about universal healthcare in Europe, blah blah blah. Well, how long do you think that shit works? So the only choice that we have here is like the system or the healthcare system becoming much like either you raise the money that you take from people. Germany already has the highest taxes in the world. It's literally impossible to pay more in taxes here. Or you lower the standards of the service, which is going to happen. There's nothing else you can do. How much money are you going to take from people? 70%, 80%? Like where's the end? What are people going to live off? You see? So it's all fucked. The euro's fucked. The euro was the worst project ever. Like who brings Italy, Spain, Greece, and Germany into the same currency? Are you fucking nuts? Completely different economies, completely different living standards, but they create one currency because of some political bullshit. It's just dumb. You know, the euro was the worst thing ever. But I mean, not even gonna start on that. So us going back into our masculine is what we should do. You do whatever you want, man. It's not. Listen, uh, in the Western world, masculinity. It's not the time for masculinity. It's not the time for masculinity in the Western world. If you want to live your masculinity, you got to leave those places. Otherwise, it's impossible, bro. The system, the institutions are against you. There's nothing you can do about it. You got to understand when a war is lost, and the the war is lost. The war is lost. You see, um, that's also part of being intelligent. You got to know when you're lost. Um, yes, Frank. Any man with any sense would leave those pathetic Western countries and let it all burn. Hello, Frank. Working hard as always. You are an inspiration, bro. Appreciate that. Thank you. So, what would you suggest for men do? I actually go to Asia quite often. Philippines, mostly since I got a small business there. You have you been to Asia, Frank? Uh, very little, very little. I couldn't tell you that I know Asia really. But I certainly will. I mean, for the next years, I'm just going to travel all over the place, right? Yes, I'm going to leave the West, and I'm going to travel for the most part. Yes, I'm also going to travel to Western countries, but I'm going to leave and be all over the place. You see? And yes, of course, I'm going to go to Asia. Yeah. I'm definitely going to visit Thailand. I'm definitely going to visit the Philippines. I'm definitely going to visit Japan. You know, sure. Um, they knew what they were doing, what the creation of the euro would do. Yeah, I mean, they have to. I mean, right? I mean, a PhD economist would. I'm pretty sure they would be able to see what I'm able to see, right? And it's not just one; it's like a group of them. Are you moving to Asia one day? No comment. Too many nutsacks and heels pole dancing. Look, it's not just about Asia. I mean, you just got to look at what places in the world are rising, if that makes sense. You see what I mean? So you got to look at the map of planet Earth. Okay, look at a map of planet Earth. Okay, and then based on numbers, based on demographics and all of that stuff, you will be able to see what countries are going to have a good future and what countries have a bad future, and what countries are rising and what countries are going down. Okay, so pretty much all of Western Europe. I don't think it's a good place to be in the future. I think Germany, you don't want to be here in the future. Netherlands, I don't think you want to be in the future. UK, I don't think you want to be in the future. Spain, I don't think you want to be in the future. Italy, I don't think you want to be in the future. At least that's not the best option. There are worse places than those places on Earth, obviously, but they're not the best places. So all of Western Europe, basically, right? Um, then countries that are on the uptick. Um, you got a bunch of South American countries, like Colombia, for instance, is going to do very well. Then you got, of course, places like um, China, which I don't think you should move to, but economically they're doing very well. Maybe you want to go to Hong Kong, Singapore, great country, but the weather is a problem there. It's like too humid, in my opinion. But Singapore is a great place to be. Cyprus, Cyprus is nice. You got Dubai, good place to be. Um, you know, in my opinion, if you want to become like, if you have a horizon of like 30, 40 years, and you just want to become like super, super, super wealthy, I would go to Nigeria and start like a software company there or something like that. Because Nigeria has grown like crazy, and it's becoming a very important um, like economic player. So if you have a time horizon of like 30, 40 years, you want to make it your life's work, you will become a trillionaire with something crazy doing that there, which I wouldn't do. I wouldn't recommend that either. It's not worth the stress and the hassle, I guess. But I mean, if you're crazy enough to do that, I would do something like that. And you know, America is going to have a massive problem with like the debt. You know. So what you're going to see in large parts of Europe is civil unrest. You can already see that in like Holland and stuff like that. But that's only the very beginning. Europe has not even seen the real crisis yet. Okay, so you will see a lot of civil unrest here. You will see a lot of institutions breaking down. You know, Same with America. I believe there's going to be a constant civil unrest in America, constantly. for the next years. There's going to be it's like a state of emergency for the next couple of years straight. So if you can find a way out, and listen, guys, you have the internet. You have the internet. It's literally the easiest time that ever existed to create a location independent income for yourself, location independent income, and that's what's coming. Philippines is great if you love nature, islands, hiking, just extremely humid, but a few days and you'll get used to it. Okay. I know that learning game and having all these different qualities are important. That it's all about the balance. It's just that it's been hard for me to find that balance. I've been calling a cycle where when I get good at game and I'm socially good, my money suffers, and when my money is good, I can't go out and game. Yeah, exactly. Yep. That's a cycle that a lot of people know about. So what you have to do is you have to find a combination of both, okay? Professional pickup artists professional pickup artists usually not even those guys, because if they focus on business, they have to like it's life. You have to compromise, my friend. That's life. You have to compromise. You can only do one thing. See, the way you increase your money is you focus on the money. You got to be focused on the money if you want more of it. What you focus on increases in your life. So this is obvious, bro. So I don't think you can really find a balance there. My recommendation is the following, bro. In order to make money, you need lots and lots of energy. So for the first 2 to 3 decades of my life, I would just focus on money. Now, of course, you're gonna have like affairs and relationships here and there, but I would not get married before I'm like 40. I really like as a man, I really wouldn't do that. Why? Because now you have your entire 20s and your 30s to work on your money and to become a character, a real character. So you got 2 decades to do that. You can become wealthy and you can become a real character that is worthy of a 10 or whatever. Of great women, multiple women, right? And then when you're 40, you can take the foot off the pedal when it comes to money a little bit. Okay. You're probably gonna have businesses that are kind of like automized. You're still gonna work here and there, but not as much. And then you can start enjoying your life a little bit. Okay. You can move to a nicer location, you know, and find a woman that you want to whatever maybe settle down with, marry, or whatever the fuck you want to do, right? So that's what I would do. I wouldn't I wouldn't worry about pussy too much because all of that's most of it is meaningless anyways. Like if you go to a club this night or to a strip club and you manage to pick up a girl there, what are you like? How meaningful is that going to be? Most likely, it's not meaningful. You know. Um, it seems like a problem with time management or your personality is addictive like mine. It gets too much one way. Finding a balance is a good thing. Okay. Frank, do you ever think about just settling down even a bit and just wanting to be loved for who you are with a special woman before? Just settling down even a bit. Well, if I wanted that, I would have done that a long time ago. It's not that I never could, or I did not that I didn't have the opportunity. But I believe it is really bad to. I think the worst thing is to get old and not having fulfilled your potential, at least to an extent. You know, and it's about your potential. You know, or for me. So the question is, what potential do I have? Have I fulfilled that potential? That's really it. In my view, the way most 45-year-old men live and are to me is a really really bad scenario because to me they usually let's say the average 45-year-old man, you know, maybe two kids, maybe he's married. If he's in a marriage, it's a sexless marriage. He's not respected by his woman for sure. She does not respect him. You know it. Come on. He's fat and out of shape. He's not attractive. Even if he wanted to, he couldn't get another woman. And he's lost. He's got a mortgage and he's done. He's got a mortgage and he's done. Okay, that's the 45-year-old man. He has the energy to go to work, maybe. Okay, but that's it. When he comes home, he's just going to eat some crap food and he's going to stay on the couch and just wants to fall asleep. Um, right. So that's one version. That's the normal version. That's the normal version. 45-year-old man. Here's my version of a 45-year-old Frank. The 45-year-old Frank. 45-year-old Frank, and mind you, it might sound really old, but for me, that's like 7 years. It's 7 years till I'm 45, mind you. All right. Do you think I'm going to look much different when I'm 45? I'm not going to look much different when I'm 45. I'm pretty much going to look exactly the way that I look right now. The only difference is I'm going to be in tip top shape. I'm going to be much buffer than now. I'm going to have much less body fat. I'm probably going to dress the same way. Okay. Think of me at 45. In 7 years from now, I'm going to look the same that I look right now. Maybe like I don't know, like a little bit more experience, maybe in my face, a little bit more white hair or something like that. All right. I'm going to be buffer. I'm going to have less body fat. I'm going to dress really, really nice. I'm going to be financially well off. I'm going to be like I'm actually working on my PhD. I don't know if you do that, all right? But I'm going back to school to have my PhD and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be much better educated. I'm gonna be much more cultured. I'm gonna be way more traveled. See what I mean? Until then, I'm gonna have perfected my French. I'm gonna speak even more languages. You see what I mean? And I'm gonna be more wise than I am right now. And I'm gonna have more experience. I'm gonna be able to share even more wisdom. So compare that. The average 45-year-old guy, fat, completely out of shape, no money, just barely making the ends meet, not even time for hobbies. The normal guy. And then me, the way that I just described it, okay? That guy. Imagine that guy. Imagine me in a nice suit, buff, well dressed, confident, approaching a nice young lady. Maybe she's whatever, 27 or something like that. You think she's not gonna be like, okay, nice, nice. That's hi, what's your name? You don't think she's gonna be interested? Of course she's gonna be interested. You get what I mean? So that's the vision that I have, and that's what I'm gonna realize for myself. I'm gonna be on my purpose, and if I want to have kids at 45, it's okay. I can have them at 45. That's good. Just gonna find a woman that can give them to me, and that's how I would approach it. And that's specific. That's not just for Adrian here, even though Adrian asked that question. Or I'm sorry, that's for Darian. But I think Adrian can use that right now. My friend, you need a long-term vision for yourself, who you want to be when you're actually a grown man. Listen, the 40s are the new 30s. As a man, you're not really an adult until you're like 40. I promise you. I promise you. At 30, yeah, I was an adult, but not like a real wise man. You know what I mean? I wasn't a fully developed man yet. And now I'm only becoming that. You see what I mean? I'm only now becoming that. You see, so you have to have a long-term vision, and you got to focus on the character and the person that you want to create. You want to be like a Bruce Wayne type of guy, a Bruce Wayne, not Joe Schmo. You get what I mean? You want to be James Bond. You don't want to be Homer Simpson. You get what I mean? And that takes time. It takes time to create those things. So that's what I would focus on, my friend. So if you ask me, Darian, do I want to be settled? Do I want to settle down and just be loved for myself? That sounds like, to me, that sounds like I'm telling you what I hear when I read this. Okay, Frank, do you ever think just about settling down even a bit and just wanting to be loved for who you are with a special woman? With a special woman, to me, that translates into: don't you just want to get a 6 or 7, like a cute but not special woman, and get fat and start eating shit and watch Netflix at night, isn't it? And forget all goals and dreams that you had and live paycheck to paycheck. Isn't that what you want, Frank? First of all, no. And secondly, um, uh, I don't think a man should be loved for who he is. Just be loved for who you are. What does it mean? I'm not a boy, okay? My mother loves me for who I am, just because I am who I am, okay? My mom loves me because I was born. My mother loved me because I was breathing and I was alive, okay? And that's good. But no other woman should love me. Listen, no other woman, if a woman sees me not do my job anymore, if a woman sees me becoming weak, if a woman sees me, not doing my job anymore, she shouldn't love me. Why would she love me? That's like against all. And I gotta give you some front load, which is basically I base my logic and my life on nature. All right. I want to know what God thinks and what God wants me to do. And in order to understand that, I got to look at nature. Yeah. That's God's law because it's been created by God, right? If there is a God, God created nature. It's not man made. So I look at that and I know what God wants me to do. And when I look at nature, I don't see that. Like, imagine a wolf in a wolf pack, and he just sits down and wants the food that other people hunted, and he doesn't do anything for it. Do you think that that wolf is going to survive, or do you think the wolves are just going to give him that because he's not doing his job, is he? What is that? You get what I mean? So, bottom line, have a long term perspective, create a vision for yourself, and try to become a good version of yourself. Try to make yourself proud. That's what it is. Try to make yourself proud. I promise you, the pain of going through all of these things and the pain of not being loved for who I am and the pain of not settling down and the pain of seeing like couples with their babies while you're working on yourself and you're building your business up, that's nothing compared to the pain of this 45-year-old guy who knows that he will never, ever, ever get the women he wants. Because you really think he wants his wife now? You really think he wants his wife after she had like 3 children and turned into a 5 foot, 300-pound tiger? You really think he still finds her attractive when she's nagging in his ear? Yeah. So think, guys. Think, think, think. Think and plan. All right, Frank, you mentioned you'll be teaching on becoming a digital nomad. Looking forward to it. Well, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Digital nomad. I like that. Digital nomad. I was calling it location independent business, but digital nomad sounds even better. Okay. Um, we're going to pray for all the men who are still in Western countries enduring the good fight against those evil liberals and feminists. Yeah. Yeah, pray for them. Pray for them. Damn, I'm hungry. right? Man is God, God is man. Why is that? Well, what does that mean? It means that the whole universe is reflected in your energy body. You can the universe is fractal, which means the smallest part reflects the whole, and the whole is reflected in the smallest part. So that's what it means. That's what it means. Jesus, man. The only bad thing about summer is all these flies. Seriously, I got this fly here that's just super annoying. I think I think I'm gonna make it disappear later. Yeah. How do you make a doll? If you have time, could you make a video on how to create one? Nope. Bro, get up to speed with where we are. I don't teach witchcraft anymore. Okay? I don't teach witchcraft. How to make a doll? You're talking about voodoo dolls, right? Or like sympathetic magic types. I don't teach magic anymore. I don't teach magic. I'm a life coach now. I'm Frank White, the life coach that teaches you how to create location independent income, teaches you how to create a lifestyle where you just travel all over the fucking place, having money, how to teach you how to create your relationships, and third, I'm going to teach you how to unlock the secrets of your own mind that makes it possible to have all of those things. Okay, so no magic questions, please. I'm not teaching magic anymore, and the channel is going to be rebranded soon. The channel is going to be rebranded. It's just taking some time. um, Insane. Yeah, I might need a second assistant, I think. It's taking a lot of time. So okay, so what else, guys? We didn't even hit 20 people today. That's fucked up. How are we gonna do Saturday Night Gender Fight if we only got 12 people on? That's a problem. Saturday Night Gender Fight. Okay, 13. Women will win. Yeah, we'll see. Let's get it started, man. Let's get it started. 1 second. Okay, I'm still gonna wait till we're 20 people. Before that, doesn't really make sense. We need more. We need more people on. Nope, men always up. Okay. Nope, men always win. Okay, guys, we need some more questions. Anything? Any comments? What are the secret to be a master of your own fate? The control over your own energy, control over your own thoughts and ideas. Your brain is a transistor, or I'm sorry, a transmitter. Your brain is a transmitter of energy, and in order to create a certain reality, you need to hit a certain frequency. And you can hit a certain frequency by imagining something so strongly that it becomes real to you, and boom, then it can become a physical reality. Then you manifest it. But first, you got to get in touch with that reality. You see, and that's how it's done. Know thyself. That's deep. Know thyself. Frank, you mentioned that dating a witch wouldn't be a good idea. Could you elaborate on why that is? Well, that's my personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. Listen, in any game that you play, you got to project into the future. Right? You got to project into the future. You got to know what kind of world you live in. You got to know what the what your surroundings are in. Okay, so things change. Things can turn on you. People can turn on you. You so if you get into a relationship with someone, I wouldn't want to get into a relationship with someone that I mind control. So what I have to do is I have to prepare for anything that happens. Okay. Uh, I don't want to get out of a relationship and then deal with some crazy witch that hates my guts and then wants to put spells on me all the time. Why would I do that? It's not. And I don't believe. Look. I don't believe that in a relationship you have to share every single hobby and aspect of your life. I don't think that is necessary. You know, just because I like martial arts, the woman that I'm with doesn't have to like martial arts. You see, she has to do her job. I want her to be different from me. I don't want her to be the same. Even though to an extent she's going to mold herself after me. That's what they always do. But I don't need her to be like a copy of me. You see. Besides that, you got to be smart these days, guys. If you do anything with a woman without having a folder on her, you're just stupid, man. You got to have a folder on every woman that you deal with. Any woman that you have sex with, you got to keep a folder on her. What does it mean, a folder? Like you got to know who you're dealing with. You got to know, like you got to collect, like you got to make sure that everything is clean and that you can prove what you've been doing has been clean. You see what I mean? Otherwise, you don't know what's like if you know who knows what she's going to say and claim about you these days. You know? So you got to be careful. You got to watch yourself. You got to cover your back. That's just what it is. Another problem of the Western world. You see, another problem that you will have to deal with in the Western world if you get into. God forbid you get married in the Western world, right? But that's just what it is. Now, if you have nothing to lose and you don't give a fuck, okay, go ahead. Just do whatever you want, right? But if you just blindly trust somebody, you are a fool. Frank, the energy I was about to say seems dim today in the world. Saturn isn't playing today. Hmm, okay. How do I release a vision in manifesting? How do I release a vision in manifesting? You don't release the vision. You make it real to yourself, and then you just go about your day. I meditated today. I feel so much better. It's good. In your opinion, why is life so complicated at this time and age? Uh, it is true that life is more complicated, but it's also true that life is easier than it's ever been. You know, Physically, in terms of physical conditions, life is definitely easier. However, in terms of complexity, it's never been harder. So we have mental challenges that no generation before us had. Okay, in terms of the complexity of life. Yeah, there's this thing called the paradox of choice, or I think that's the name of the book. It's essentially the more complex life is, the harder it is to find your way. And it is harder to find your way in this day and age than it's ever been. So it's both. It's easier in a lot of ways, but it's also harder in a lot of ways. So you can't, like, from a pure survival standpoint, yes, of course, it's the easiest times we've ever had, but it's also complicated from other uh, points of view. Besides, like, why, and when you ask why is life so complicated in this time age, it's because Homo sapiens has created an environment that has made his instincts obsolete to a large extent. What does that mean? You live in a body that is the same body that your ancestors had like 100,000 years ago in the wilderness. Okay, you have the same instincts and you have the same brain, same thought processes as your ancestors 100,000 years ago, but they lived in a completely different environment. Now, through our PFC, prefrontal cortex, we were able to create an environment that is completely different, but we still have the same instincts. Ergo, or as a consequence of that, people nowadays uh, die of diseases from overeating. Why do people overeat? Because their instincts still tell them that they should take advantage of whatever food source is in front of them. They should take as much of it inside of them as they can. They're addicted to sugar, addicted to fast food and all that stuff because it tastes good, like it's good for the taste buds. So the environment is now starting to work against us. We're also not conditioned. Our brain is not used to deal with so many different people. Let's say when you go on Tinder, you have like hundreds or thousands of different women that are potentially a partner for you, right? Your brain is not able to handle that. And this is an example for so many different situations, or like porn and stuff like that, the stuff like that people watch. So the brain is an archaic brain. It's an archaic thing that is not conditioned nor built to live in an environment that we live in today. And unless you have a very, very good control and understanding of how you work as a system, you're going to have a lot of problems here. I mean, it's not a lot of, like, a lot of people are on antidepressants. A lot of people are abuse substances. A lot of people are just very unhappy, depressed, and all that stuff, right? So, um, the reason for that is that we live in environments that are not good for us. It's just what it is. And that makes life complicated for us because there's a part of us that is built to survive in the wilderness. But also, when you live in the wilderness, in the caveman era, people had a life expectancy of around 20 years old until they die. But think about it. Your body is, I don't know, like I said, a life expectancy in those harsh environments is like 20 years old. And I would say life expectancy, that includes the people that are slightly older and the people that die younger. 20 years old, life expectancy, right? Now you make the environment much, much softer, and the food is much better, the nutrition is better. Now you increase the life expectancy to above 80, right? And the life expectancy is going to increase, even though there are countries actually where life expectancy is dropping. Russia is a country where life expectancy is actually dropping because of all the alcohol that people consume. So people drink themselves to death, literally. America also has a declining life expectancy. It's because people eat themselves to death. And you guessed it. Which is the fattest country in the world? Good old America. Good old United States of America. It's the fattest country in the world. There are nowhere in the world there are more obese people than in America. You know, that's so. What I'm saying is the environment starts to work against people. And that's why life seems so complicated because you have an inner animal that is not conditioned to live in this environment in this modern world. What is that flag? In my opinion, happiness is moments. Okay. Thanks for your comments. All right. All right. All right. All right. I believe if I'm influenced by an outside influence, it's because I allowed myself to be influenced. So you're basically telling us that you're 100% conscious of every single moment and single thought that you have, and every single impulse and every single influence. Nope. Okay. I mean, that's what you're implying here, right? Or did I understand that wrong? I mean, that's a big statement to make, bro. For the most part, nah, let's not go into that. Frank, you mentioned that wanting a witch as a girlfriend romantic interest is not a good idea. Could you explain why that is? My friend, did you just fall asleep and wake up or something like that? I just went into like I literally I answered your question in depth. Did you just type in your question, pass out and wake up again and posted it again? So I literally just answered that. I just did. Bro, this is fucked up, man. I thought we would have Saturday night gender fight. And now that's such a disappointing thing. Okay, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Listen, the video fro. Okay, I love being a woman. I really do. I wish men would check their women more. Tell them some stuff they do is dumb. Yeah. I'm trying, believe me. I'm trying. All right, guys. Um, listen, this is now the official beginning of Saturday night gender fight. Okay. Hold on, hold on. Hold your horses, guys. Hold your horses. Here's what's up. I'm the judge here. Okay. And I'm going to watch the comments. And at the end of this, I'm going to announce the winner of this week's Saturday night gender fight. You don't have to hold back. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Keep it dirty is what I'm trying to say. Okay? Keep it dirty. Okay. So, let's go. Saturday night gender fight. It's on. Waiting. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. See what you got. Let's see what you got. Let's go. Time to obliterate. Yeah. Are 4 women. Wait, there are 4 women and like 10 men. Well, should they should have shown up. It's not my fault. Let's go. Let's go. Time to obliterate. Bring it on, guys. What's up? Bring it on. All right. All these insults as men drop on these women are bangers. Ever since Roe versus Wade got overturned, you Western chicks went back to using them hangers. Mhm. Okay. Your pickup is so lame, the only play you get is your kid's teddy bear. These women want to date men who left them just like their daddy. Those miscarriages you had are because that unborn child knew to be a mother. You girls weren't ready. Oh my god. Whoa. Oh my god. That's so, Aw, that is so mean. Damn. Okay, we said we wouldn't hold back. Got it. Got it. Show up in this chat with a grandmaster mind. Chicks out here aging real bad, turning into Optimus not fine. The women who aren't fertile, that was a divine holy sign. Uh-huh. Okay. You just got to rhyme all the time. Us women wouldn't have to take on your role if your shadows weren't screaming like little bitches. All right, thanks. All right, so far we got it's one against one. Okay, so men have 1 point, women have 1 point. Men will grow titties at the gym and think they're Russell Crowe's double, body double, and Gladiator. All right. Um, okay. Okay, it's 2-1 for women. Just admit it. Tell us the truth on how your pet gerbil died. Your asshole suffocated him. Okay, that's 3-1 for women. Guys, you need to bring up you need to bring some good insults. Come on. It's 3-1 for women. Men will call themselves warriors and then plug their nose before jumping into a swimming pool. It's actually a good one. It's actually a good one. Okay, 4-1. 4-1. 4-1 for women. Damn, guys, come on. They're they're beating you. What's going on here? I don't understand how women don't realize that their pussy is just like anything else. The more it's used, the more it loses value. Okay. 2-4 for women. Women are leading right now. 2-4. Men be like, don't get married, kings. Protect your net worth. The net worth in question, a collection of GTA games. Ooh. Okay, 5-2. 5-2 for women. Damn, guys. They're leading by 3 points. Your burnt bacon sized penis became non existent after mommy had you circumcised. 6-2. 6-2. Oh, they're killing us. 6-2. Men call women deceitful for wearing makeup, but didn't the forefathers wear wigs? Didn't Yeah, I guess that counts. Okay, 7-2. 7-2. Women are leading by 5 points, guys. Come on. Instead of working at Hooters for a tip, you need to take out those dirty tampons you ladies use with a better grip and get those bumps checked out around your lip. Okay. Okay, it's 3-7. 3-7. Adrian, whole jokes don't apply to me, Miss Girl. I got something protecting me like Captain America's shield. Okay. I don't think that counts, like, because that's not an insult. That's not an insult. Okay. Saturday night gender fights. What's up? Okay, it was 7-4. 7. No. Women were leading by 4 points, I think. 4 points. Okay. So 7-3. 3 men, 7 women. Men be like, women expect way too much, and it's an active father figure in their child's life. Oh, okay. 3-8. Women are leading by 5 points. 3-8. 3-8. 3-8. All right. When us men travel overseas, you know that we thrive. You Western chicks with vaginas are so used up that something no doctor can revive. God. All right, so that's now 4-8. 4-8. Men call women disloyal but leave their wife and kids for some random hoe they met down the street. Okay. 4-9. 4-9. 4-9. 4-9. 4-9. Men, how do I avoid gold diggers? Those same men, I have $10 in my bank account and no job. Okay. 4-10. 4-10. Man, women are killing it this time. Chicks still couldn't get compliments nowadays, even if they had a twin sister who Siamese. Those H marks on your thighs looking like bark from trees. Um, damn. Okay. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. Men will watch American Psycho and copy Patrick Bateman at everything except hygiene. Damn. Okay. 5-10. Men only think about a candlelight dinner with a woman when the power gets cut off. 5-11. Men be like, I want to take care of you. Hold on. Men be like, I want to take care of you and watch podcasts that say how to train your bitch 101. Okay. Um, damn. All right. Now it's 5-12. 5-12. All right. I want a high value man, but they can't keep him. When they date a guy, they'll lose him in a week. These girls are sniffing crack, they can hardly speak. Okay, 6-12. 6-12. Women don't want to date men of nowadays. We want to date real men like your daddy. Okay, don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. Okay, we got 5-13. 5-13. Men will insult women for having body hair while having a whole rainforest on their chest. Oh man, 5-14. 5-14. One of mine not going through. I can't see it. 5-14. Try to use less profanity. Maybe it comes through. 5-14. Men be like, where are the descendants of Alexander? We're the descendants of Alexander, and their name's Kyle. Okay. Yeah. 5-15. 5-15. Guys, what the fuck are you doing? 5-15. If you rub a man's leg, he will open it up like the slut he is. 5-16. Men be living in their mom's basement at 35, speaking on behalf of rich dudes. They'll be like, high value men like us. Who's us, brother? Okay, 516 now? 516. Just like how the Romans killed Jesus, that's how motherhood will show up for you women every time. Okay, 616. Women are leading by 10 points, guys. 6 to 16. Women are leading by 10 points. When men say they want women to start respecting them, they're referring to their mama yelling at them in the house. 617. 6 to 17. Man. Like, is I Balance the only guy on this fucking live stream? Come on. What are you guys doing? 6 to 17. Men be like women are hypergamous and drop their loving wife for a decade for a 20-year-old when their finances go on. Shit. Okay. 517. 5 to 17. Men think taking a girl to the woods is romantic, but I think it's a great place to get murked and hide my body. 5 to 18. Some of my comments aren't showing up. Try to use less profanity, guys. I don't see them. I'm reading every single comment I'm seeing. And if it's not coming through, it's probably because of profanity. Men will be like, "You're the only one, babe," and entertain anything with a pulse. 519. Is it 19 or 18? 518. 518. 5 to 18. 5 to 18. Men be like, "You're mine, but I'm single." 519. I saw this man pushing his mama in a wheelchair. It almost tilted over. That's how I knew you can't trust a man to do anything. 520. Ladies, just as tomato is not a fruit and not suitable for a salad, no doctor ever told you that even though man juice is mostly protein, a gallon of it should not be part of your daily calorie intake. That's a good one. 620. 6 to 20. Us real men are chilling overseas while you girls are prostitutes and still can't go on shopping sprees. Okay. 720. Men be like, "Let me sharpen my sword," and it's a podcast mic. Okay. Damn. Okay. Damn, where are we? Is that 6 and 21? I think 6 to 21. Men saying women are turning into men, they referring to their mama when she doesn't get mustache waxed. Oh, damn. But those dirty men love tossed salads. Tossed salad. Tossed salad, is that like anal stimulation? Is that a tossed salad? I think that's what it is. Men deserve periods. Damn. Listen, I'm not even gonna count anymore. It's good that we have modern women, so the boys at school won't ever like your mama jokes. Okay, nice one. Okay, I think it's like 723 or something like that. 7 to 23 or 823. I don't know. You can't break the spirit, been through generations of suffering. Hit your goofy Madonna wannabe girls with logic and facts. They'll leave your mind buffering. Okay, 823. Ladies, just as a tomato. Oh, we got that one. Okay. Golden shower. That's a tossed salad. Really? Okay. See, I still learn things. Thought I would have done. I thought I had done everything. No. Oh, okay. What is a tossed salad? What is a tossed salad? What is that? Don't tell me that's a guy getting a dildo up his ass. Is that it? Men will try to debunk you with science and the science, says Joe Rogan. Man, damn, this is like tossed salad is eating ass. Ah, I see. Okay. Men be like, kings had multiple women. I'm allowed to cheat, and they work at AutoZone. Oh my god. All right. Oh man. Women back then be like, oh, I need more rights, but can barely read or write. It's sad when I saw female bodybuilders today are more buff and fit than men. Okay. Low value men think they can turn themselves from a 3 to a 10 by relocating. You can't turn shit into gold. Relocation is best left for the kings. Hard to respect a man when he loves being walked like a dog and his favorite drink is golden shower. Oh, ooh, man, that hurts. That's a good one. That's a good one. Men be like, yeah, I cheated, but that's not the point. This is the point. It's funny, that's, you know, wow, a lot of women bashing men. Yeah, that's the game that we're playing here, man. This is Saturday. Did you read the freaking title? It's Saturday Night Women's, sorry, Saturday Night Gender Fight. And the women are fucking women winning here, man. They're really beating us. I can't participate. I'm the judge here. But obviously, women are like have like 30 points and men are like a 10 or something like that. We have like men have 10 points. I didn't even count, but let's say 10 men, 30 women. I think that's fair. Men will be like, let me protect our love and then eliminate your sense of personality. Damn. There's a lot of truth in all of that, man. It's crazy. No hard feelings, all fun. Yeah. Men will be crying on their wedding day knowing they're going to cheat. Hmm. I don't think they're crying because are they crying because they're going to cheat or are they crying? I can't comment here. They already cheated in the background before they made it to the altar. Yeah. What the heck? What happened to my army? You women aren't going to beat me. Once you girls go out for gangbangs, you girls end up on milk cartons. Ladies, just as tomatoes are fruit. I already got that one. Why would if they married? Men will get rejected at 14, then punish their girlfriends for it their whole life. Wrong, Anna. Okay, DJ Rabone. Oh God, DJ Rabone. This is a roast. Okay, we're roasting each other. You're not supposed to explain to her. Not all men are alike. Besides that, all men are alike. All men are the same. Okay, you got it from me for sure. Men will watch Ricky and Morty and suddenly they're Einstein. I don't even know Rocky and Morty. It's like, okay, it's bad. It's bad. Men are literally being destroyed here. What the fuck? How you call yourself a king, but we both have to go to work for someone else? Fuck. Man, you got good ones. You got good ones today. For real. A lot of truth in that stuff. And then we got this one Captain Saberho, DJ Rabone. What are you gonna tell her? Oh, we're not all cheaters. No, I'm different, Anna. Like, oh, I'm different, Anna. Anna, believe me. Let's do DM and let's do a private talk. I'm gonna promise you, I'm gonna be different than all the other guys. What are you doing there, DJ Rabone? You should have called yourself Captain Saberho. No, we're all not alike. Listen, yes, all men are alike, but some have the opportunity to do what they want and others don't. We're gonna tell them, like, I'm monogamous. I will never have sex with more than one woman in my life. How you call yourself a queen when you can't even make a guy wet in his dream? Women will watch one Grey's Anatomy episode and think they know all about medicine. Ooh. Right. Um, my inner demons will suck you weak men dry back to the Sahara Desert. All right. It's over. It's pretty much over. Okay. We got some pretty clear clear results here. Okay. So women won, the ladies won, and well, what can I say? It was a devastating loss for the men. With like I don't know, we're like 20 points behind. I'm really disappointed. Really disappointed. And now I got to pick the winner. It's very close, like last time. Matrix and Anna. Matrix and Anna. Matrix and Anna. You were just killing it. And I gotta say, I gotta give it to Anna again. Anna won again. So Matrix, come on, Matrix, you're very close, but I gotta give it to Anna because she really literally had the best ones. So what the heck? We outnumbered these women and you men still lost. Yeah, because we got some guys here like DJ Rob One who actually thinks this is serious and tries to convince Anna of no, not all men are the same. This is a fucking roast battle where men are supposed to battle women. Jesus. Back to the closet, bitches. We won because Mother Nature is on our side because we the true rulers. Mhm. It's, yeah. DJ Rub one out. DJ Rub one out. Let's go. DJ Rub one out. Oh yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, guys. So, I guess that's it for today. So, if you want another live stream tomorrow, you got to give me 10 yeses. Okay. So, 10 yeses, and I'm going to do the live stream tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm going to give it a break. I can't believe this. It's unbelievable how this happened. The Dark Brethren will get you women. Yeah. All men weakness is the pussy. Have fun getting spanked by your bitch tonight, Balance. Oh my god. Okay, it's good. 4 yeses, 5 yeses. Okay. Need 10, remember. 10. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, Just call your mama and you lose again. Okay. So we need one more. We need one more yes, and then I can do another live stream tomorrow. Let's go. One more. One more. One more. You pay for this, mark my words. This will be the reckoning. Yeah, it was embarrassing today. It was really embarrassing. I Valence was the only one. Co-partner. Uh, okay, then I guess I'm not gonna do another live stream. Um, at least not tomorrow. We'll see when I'm gonna come live again. And energy attracts energy. So when ladies present themselves with fake everything and socks in their bra when the men arrive with fake wallets, is it really our fault? Very good question. Very good question. Okay, Mugo, if you guys have master's degrees in the anatomy of psychology and Mugo, if you guys have master's degrees in the anatomy and psychology of trash ass 304s, what does that say about you? Looks like trading crypto doesn't attract quality women, does it? This win doesn't count. They had more backup. Yes, it does count. No excuses, my friend. We pay, but you be 6 feet eating some pussy tonight. Just bow down. No excuses. Of course, it counts. Okay. Um, I'll see you tomorrow. I see you sometime, not tomorrow, but have fun. Bye.